Hi everyone. Had a couple of technical difficulties. Hello. I'm gonna start in just a minute. I had a little internet problem, so I had to go with the data. How is everyone? Hello. Hi Kylie. I'm gonna start in 1 minute. All right, let's get started. It's Michelle and Lotus, Chair Yoga. Good afternoon, everyone. So we'll start. We'll find, hopefully you have a chair. The chair is, everything's optional, obviously. Even the chair. I will be teaching this class for the chair, but you're welcome not to use the chair as well. So we'll find ourselves in a seated position in the chair, feet flat on the floor, spine long and tall, crown to the ceiling. And you may close your eyes or soften the gaze. And I want to remind everyone this is your class. I'm just here to guide you. So if something doesn't feel comfortable, you don't want to do it, you don't like it, whatever reason, everything's optional. Modify it for you. So eyes are closed, gaze is soft. Take a nice big inhale into the belly. Feel belly rise and expand like a balloon. On the exhale, belly deflates, navel goes to spine, all air comes out. And continue, inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. And at your own pace, to your own breath. I feel like my phone is a little crooked there, so sorry, I'm going to leave it. I had some technical difficulties. So inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. A few more at your own pace. We'll let that breath grow into the ribs, into the side body. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale, ribs come back together. All air comes out. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale all air out. And continue at your own pace to your own breath. We'll let that breath grow into the chest, into the heart. Inhale, collarbone rises. Exhale all air out. Inhale, slight rise of the collarbone. Exhale all air. And continue. Good, now we'll bring those three breaths together. So inhale a little bit into the belly, a little bit into the ribs, a little bit into the heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. So inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. And go ahead and picture the breath going where you want in your mind's eye. If you feel as you're having trouble isolating it, inhale into the belly, into the side body, into the heart. Exhale from the heart, from the ribs, from the belly. Whenever you're ready for your next inhale, go ahead and take that inhale. Exhale, ear towards shoulder, nice gentle stretch. It's not going, it might touch, it might not. Nice and gentle, honoring your range of motion. Can everyone hear me okay? Someone give me a thumbs up if you can. Inhale up, exhale other side. Good, inhale up, exhale, chin towards armpit. Inhale up, exhale other side. Inhale up, exhale, look over your shoulder like you're trying to see something behind you. Inhale back, exhale other side. Inhale back and exhale, relax. We'll go ahead and take some shoulder rolls. So shoulders go up, back, and down. And we can reverse. Good, and go ahead and we'll let that be still. Good. We'll do something that's a little yoga for the brain. So we'll cross the left and right brain, left and right body. So taking whichever arm and hand you'd like, and just drawing like a big sideways figure 8, trying to cross both sides of the body, if that's possible. And you can go ahead and rock on the sits bones. So we're crossing that left and right brain, drawing that sideways figure 8, that infinity sign, whatever you want to call it. Now reverse. Reverse, sorry. It's weird looking at myself. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I really appreciate it. Still crossing that left and right brain. For some reason, the reverse is awkward, right? That's how you know you're doing it right. Good. And we'll just switch. Same thing. That sideways figure 8, that infinity sign, crossing that left and right body as best you can. And reverse. Good. And you can let that be still. You can shake it out if you want. Good. And we'll bring the palms together in front of the heart. We'll do some namaste circles. So as big or as small as it feels good to you. Just circling. Maybe they're small today. Maybe they're big. And reverse. Good, and you can shake that out. Good. We'll clasp hands together, interlacing fingers and rolling wrists. And reverse. And you can change the interlace of those fingers, so it's going to feel funny, and we'll reverse it again. And reverse. And check them out. Perfect. We'll just bring one palm up and give it a little stretch. And switch. Good. And shake again. Now we'll do a little yoga for our hands today. Since we're all probably on the phone or computer, a lot more than usual possibly. Maybe some less, maybe if we're not working, some of them are less. Either way, what we'll do is we'll tent the the hands, all fingers touching. We'll do a few push-ups here, so all your fingertips are touching here. Some push-ups. Now, we'll take our thumbs and circle them around each other one way, a bunch of times, with all the fingertips still touching, trying not to let the thumbs touch. And then reverse. And just do it a bunch of times each way until you've had enough. And when you've had enough, you can go on to the index, same thing, circling around each other, trying not to let them touch. One way and then the other. And then keep going to the middle. One way and then back. Go ahead at your own pace here. You don't have to follow my pace. And then the ring, just knowing that the ring finger is the pesky one. Some people can do it, some cannot. If it touches, don't worry. If any of them touch, don't worry. We're just trying not to let them touch. So whatever happens here is okay. We're trying not to let them touch. Good. And the pinky. And then once you've done the pinky, do it again. Do the pinky a couple times. And then go back and then do them all back to the thumb. That pesky ring. Raise your hand if you can do the ring finger. I owe you a lollipop if you can do it. And then when you've gotten back to the thumb, you can shake them all out. Thank you. Awesome. Alright. We'll go to our feet now. So if your feet want to come off the floor, you can lift them off the floor. If they do not want to come off the floor, you can leave them there. And just circle the ankles a little bit, toes towards each other. And I recommend closing your eyes here and just picturing your ankles doing these perfect circles. And then reverse. And then you could point them towards me and towards you, and back and forth. And the windshield wipers. Perfect. And we'll come on back. Awesome. I love it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale over to one side. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, other side. Good. Inhale up. And exhale. And we'll stop here. One hand on thigh, one hand on chair, or both on thigh, whatever feels better. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, belly rubs and heart follow, deepening the twist. On every inhale, lengthening the spine. On every exhale, imagine more twisting. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, imagine more twisting. Maybe you twist another millimeter, maybe not. And whenever you're ready to inhale, we're going to inhale all the way up. And exhale, other side. One hand on thigh, one on the chair, or both on the thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Lengthening on every inhale. Imagine more twisting on the exhale. And whenever you're ready to inhale, we're going to come all the way up. And exhale, palms together down the middle. Perfect. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, overhead, down the middle. Inhale, point. Exhale, palms down, float. Good. And again, inhale, palms up. Exhale, down the middle. Inhale, point, and float. And again. And again, we'll inhale all the way up. This time, exhale, forward fold. So hands and arms are going to come to the outside of the legs. You're going to fold as forward as you want. Maybe you come to the floor, maybe you come to your shins, your knees. Maybe you get the dizzies and you want to lean on to your thighs. For the sake, of course, of this, I'm going to lean on to my thighs, but do whatever you would like here in your breathing. In your forward fold, so coming to wherever your fold may bring you. Whenever you're ready to come up, we'll inhale up really slow, one vertebrae at a time, just back to your seated position. Good. And we'll do that again. We'll start with the palms together in front of the heart. We'll just bring our feet about a little wider than the chair. I didn't even grab the mat. I had some internet issues, so a little wider than the chair, or mat width if you have a mat. And we'll inhale, arms all the way up. Good. Exhale, forward fold. And this time coming to the inside of the leg. So just changing the fold, and wherever you come here is absolutely fine. And you're breathing, you may let your head hang if you'd like. If not, that's okay. You can shake the head out if you want. Nice deep breaths. And whenever you're ready to come up, once again, we'll inhale up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time, back to our seated position. And you can bring the feet back. Perfect. All right, so if you're if any one of your ankles comes to above your opposite knee, go ahead and bring it there. If not, you can always stretch out the opposite leg, cross over on the floor. So bringing out that opposite leg will make it a little bit easier on that hip and thigh. But once you do get there, go ahead and give your foot a little massage if that is accessible to you. Whenever you've had enough, rest that arm on that thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward with a flat back. So until you feel that stretch in that hip and that thigh. And breathe. Letting go. Letting go of all that tension. Nice deep breaths. Letting go on that exhale. And on your next inhale, you can come on up. And exhale, opposite hand and opposite knee. Other hand on thigh or chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Twisting towards the bent knee. you're ready to inhale, we're going to inhale back. And exhale, help the leg down, and go ahead and just give it some love, a shake, a rub, a pat, massage, whatever you need there. Good, and we'll go ahead and do the other side. So other ankle above opposite knee, and go ahead and adjust accordingly so the sides might not be the same. So you can lengthen that opposite leg out for a little ease on that hip and thigh. And whenever you get there, give that foot a little bit massage. And you could also cross over on the floor, just cross ankles over on the floor is fine as well. This can be a very intense pose, a very intense hip stretch. So just being mindful. We don't want to overstretch anything. Good. And whenever you've had enough, you can let that be still. And rest that arm on the bent leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward with the flat back until you feel the stretch where you want it. Lotus. And we'll inhale up. And exhale. Opposite hand on opposite knee. Other hand on thigh or chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Lengthening on the inhale. And we'll inhale back. Exhale, hop the leg down and give it some love. So this is Lotus in her natural habitat. She's not very keen on working at home. She hasn't grasped that yet. Come on, lay down. Alright, awesome. So we'll do a little of our yogi bicycle. So on the inhale, we inhale up, exhale, opposite elbow towards the outside of the opposite knee. So it may come here, it may come here, anywhere in between. So inhaling up, exhaling other side. So inhale up and exhale down. Hi, Myra. Good. Do one more on each side. And you can shake it out if you want. Make nice. Well, what we'll do is we'll stand up and get behind our chair. That might be a little difficult for me, but I'm because of the dog. So we'll stand up. We'll meet behind the chair. Go do what you want. Okay. Go do what you want. Alright, so everyone will hold on to the back of the chair. You may or may not want to use the chair It's not required. If you have really good balance, you might just find yourself letting go of the chair, or you may hold on. So we'll find our mountain pose. So if you're like me, you probably stand with your feet splayed out a little bit. What we'll do is we're going to force those toes to point forward, and feet will be parallel with each other, spine long and tall. You can let go and open the palms a little if you want. Crown is to the ceiling. Core is engaged. Knees are soft. And you're breathing. Good. And see if you can close your eyes here. If you get the dizzies when you close your eyes, maybe you want to hold on to the chair. We're mountains, so we're tall, strong, majestic. And go ahead and open the eyes. And grab onto the back of the chair. So I want everyone to think about how far can they squat? If they were going to do a squat, how far down can you squat? Just try to think about how that would be for you. So what I want everyone to do is we'll do half of what you think you can do. So no one should go to the ground. We're actually going to do quantity over quality here. So we'll take a big inhale and we'll squat. So it's almost like you're sitting on a high stool. Inhale up and exhale down. You can let go if you want. Engage the core, inhaling up and exhaling down. Being mindful of the knees. So we're not overextending the knees over the toes. So look down, make sure you can still see the toes. Good. And then we'll hold the next one. So like we're sitting in a stool, we're not holding the breath, though we're still breathing. Good. Nice deep breaths. And we'll inhale up. And exhale, do one more. Holding it. Good. Nice deep breaths. And inhale up. And relax. Good. And making sure you have a little space behind you. And we'll hold onto the chair, find the mountain. Good. Nice big inhale. Exhale, step back with any of what you prefer. Stepping back as far as it feels good to you. All toes are pointed forward. Bend front knee. We're in a high lunge, so that back heel may or may not be touching. Knee is not overextending toes, looking down, making sure you can still see your toes. And so the wider the stance, the more intense. So that will be up to you. And breathe. If you want to let go, you can let go with the opposite arm of the bent knee, or both arms, or no arms. The chair's sliding away. So, making this pose for you. So if you choose to let go with one arm, it'll be the opposite one of the bent knee. Both arms would be the right and the left. And you're breathing here. Hold this for a few more breaths. And we'll take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale, front foot's going to meet back, walking out length of arms, pushing out through hips and rear, bringing head between arms for our chair down dog. Knees are as soft or as bent as you want them to be. Head goes between arms, pushing out through hips and rear. Breathing. Breathing into the back body. If you want a lower dog, you may also use the seat of your chair, if that's accessible. I don't know what kind of chair everyone's using, so it's an option. So we'll inhale, look up. Exhale, step forward with the foot that was back last time. Bend front knee, push out through back heel. Stances as wide as you want. In your high lunge, all toes are forward. You can still see your toes with the front knee is bent, but not overextending the toes. Letting go with one, both, or no arms. If you're letting go with one, it will be the one of the opposite of the bent knee. And you're breathing. A few more breaths here. Nice big inhale. And on the exhale, front foot meets back. Once again, walking back the length of your arms, pushing out the hips and rear. Head goes between arms, chair down dog. You may also use the seat of the chair if that is accessible to you. And you are breathing into that back body. And inhale, look up, and exhale, walk forward. Good. You can shake it out, shake all your shaky stuff. And we will meet back in the chair seated. Perfect. Oh, the chair's full. Little gratitude receive, one of my favorites. So I did start like a minute late. I was had a little internet issue, so I'll give everybody a second. If you have a pillow or a block, go ahead and grab it, or I don't know, anything that will that you can put both feet on top of, that will elevate the feet a little bit. I'll give you all a second to do that. If you do not, it's not necessary. So if you do not have one, you can always just bring the palms of your feet together onto the floor, or we'll elevate them a little and just bring our feet up on top of the block or pillow or bolster or whatever you have, and engage the bottoms of the feet together as best you can. And we want to keep the bottoms of those feet together and engaged together, if that's you, if that's possible. Good. So what we'll do here is what we call gratitude receive. So we all want or need something, right? So we will ask for it. It doesn't have to be for you. And what we'll do is on the inhale, we'll look up to the sky, the heaven, the universe. We'll open our heart, we'll open our mind, our arms, and we'll ask for something we want or need. And then on the exhale, we'll bring the palms together in front of the heart. We'll bow forward and express gratitude for something that we have. 5 times. So as far as the asking, you can ask for five different things. You can ask for 5 of the same things. You can they don't have to be for you. The gratitude, 5 different things you're grateful for today. 5 different things that you are grateful for today. So we will start together, but we may not finish together. So when you are done, we'll meet with palms together in front of the heart and eyes closed, your gaze soft. And we'll sit in our manifestations. Okay? So I won't know when everyone's done, so I'll give you some time. If you need more than 5, that's fine. Take as many as you need. Sometimes you get going and you can't stop. So, all right. So take a nice big inhale together. And a long exhale. And on your next inhale, receive something. What do you want? What do you need? And gratitude. What are you grateful for? And keep going. So 4 more times at your own pace. So whenever you are done, no rush, taking your time, what we'll do is what were you asking for? What would it look like? What would it be like? What would it feel like as if it were? So we're really going to hold on to the visualization. What were you asking for? Are there other people involved? What would they look like, be like, feel like? So really picturing that as vividly as you possibly can. Really manifesting that, holding on to that. Really holding on to that manifestation. According to the laws of attraction, it takes 17 seconds for a thought to manifest. Good. And whenever you're ready, you will find your final pose, your Shavasana, your meditation. So whatever that is to you, you may lay down, you may sit in the chair. One of the favorites in my regular classes is legs up the chair. So we'll lay on the floor and bring the legs up onto the chair. That's a good one. It's a little different version of legs up the wall. So go ahead and get into whatever pose you like. You might also just stay seated. That's absolutely fine as well. And we'll do what we call a focus meditation today. So on the inhale, we'll think, I am. On the exhale, we'll think a positive mantra or affirmation of your choice, as if it were. So close your eyes or soften your gaze. Find that little place in your head where the thoughts come in. Inhale, I am. Exhale, positive mantra or affirmation. Inhale, I am. Exhale, mantra. Inhale, I am. Exhale, mantra. Inhale, I am. Exhale, mantra. If the mind wanders, just bring it back. Back to the breath, back to the mantra. The best way to use the word is by being yourself. Stop pretending to be somebody else, because no matter how hard you try, you can never be anyone else. That is why it is important to understand every single symbol that you learn and to use it the way you want to be impeccable with the word. Our happiness depends on how we use the word. Impeccable means without sin, and a sin in this context is everything we do against ourselves. It has nothing to do with religion. To sin is to go against what we are, and one of the ways we do that is when we try to be someone else other than who we really are. So we'll meet sitting with the eyes closed and the gaze soft, palms together in front of the heart. And we say the light in me honors that in each of you. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you. This was brought to you by Toivo, Advocacy Unlimited, Michele, and Lotus. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week at 2 p.m. Thank you. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Elsa. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you for everything. Hi, Sarah. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.